Tonight's sports report brought to you by Xfinity.
Well, it wasn't what the Steelers were hoping to see out of their first preseason game last night, but their 16-7 loss to the Redskins can be excused in that it was their preseason opener. Still a very long way to go, but not too long before the Philadelphia Eagles come to Pittsburgh for game number 2, just 5 days away now. Last night, the offense really never showed up, totaling just 186 yards of total offense. Compare that to the 450 yards of offense Washington racked up, and it was clear the Steelers' defense wasn't exactly on top of their game. Afterwards, it was pretty down, but level-headed in the locker room.
We got to improve on everything. I don't think we did a lot of things well today, and the score didn't really show the type of game that we had today. The score wasn't really indicative of how we played. It was closer than what it was.
Man, you expect that in the first preseason game, but it's a good starting point, for us to get better and bounce back and get ready for the next game.
We'll be fine. I know we will. We got a veteran outfit, and a lot of the guys were upset that we lost today, so I think we're gonna be ready, focused for this week.
Early on, injuries looked like they'd be the story of the game. Both Lawrence Timmons and Ryan Clark forced to leave with what were later termed stingers. The diagnosis, though, not so good for Ike Taylor, who broke his thumb. Today, we learned he will likely need surgery, though, and is expected to be ready for the season opener on September 11th.
I don't pay attention to it. Just need to keep my butt in shape. Everything will be all right. Ain't nothing happened. Just got a little nick on my hand. I'll be all right, though. It's on the coaches. It's on the coaches. It ain't on me. It's on the coaches and the doctor.
One of the few bright spots, at least in most people's minds, was first-round draft pick Cameron Hayward. Hayward picked up 3 tackles on the night, including one for a loss. He looked quick and basically like a first-round draft pick, but he begged to differ when we caught up with him afterwards.
Terrible. I got a long way to go, and definitely not acceptable by any means, and it's just going to look to get better from this. First of all, I got to look at the film, and I think the hustle was there, but there's a lot I need to critique on myself, from stance to just getting lined up and just calming down, and all the older guys, they were there for me and just telling me to take a deep breath and just calm down and just let the game come to you.
Kevin Correa continued his success away from PNC Park today as the Pirates looked for their first win in Milwaukee in nearly 2 full seasons, but the offense failed to show up once again. Correa versus Marco Estrada. Estrada getting the spot start today for the Milwaukee Brewers. And in the second inning, Unieski Betancourt, a solo shot, makes it 1-0, and that would prove to be all the scoring today, as Estrada had it going early, as he gets Matt Diaz swinging. And then Ryan Ludwig, well, he could do no better, also swinging. Now moving on to the 5th inning, Kevin Correa is in a jam after this. A pinch hit by Zach Greinke, the winning pitcher from last night, and he bunts over the runner, so Correa in a jam in the bottom of the 5th. And he's facing Ryan Braun, who had a home run last night. He's got a full count, runners on first and third, and gets Braun swinging at the high cheese. Correa, 6 2/3, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. Now it's Chris Resop's turn in the bottom of the 7th, facing Casey McGee with the bases loaded, and he gets him looking. McGee obviously displeased with himself there. Nothing doing for the Brewers, still 1-0 after a leadoff triple by Xavier Paul to start the 9th inning. McCutchen, the ground ball, Paul stuck at third. Then it's Diaz, same deal, this time to second base. And then Neil Walker, after a Jones walk, strikes out. Game over, did not hustle down to first base. The beleaguered Pirates continue to fail in the house of pain that is Miller Park. And finally, Lyle Overbay is a big leaguer once again. The much-maligned former Pirates first baseman signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks today, a team that somehow remains in the pennant race. Overbay, who was actually originally drafted by the Diamondbacks, was released by the Pirates after underperforming for much of the season. And that's it for sports. I'm Rich Pierce, KDK TV Sports.